Hello, my name is Tom Honig. I'm doing a short tutorial here at GTI Spindle Technology on InCheck Technologies software for wireless vibration analysis. This software and device is being used and tested and will be shown at the IMTS show in Chicago, Illinois. I've got the software up here on a screenshot video so that you folks can get a little taste of what the software is about and what the system can do and what it's about. And as you see, actually what I'd like to do is shortly click out of this and start from the beginning so that you can see exactly how to open it and start. I simply got the URL saved here on my screen. I click on it and immediately it comes in a login and password that needs to be put in to access the software. Click that in and immediately you'll see it comes up to the dashboard and you'll have a small tree on the side here that will navigate down. We have three systems currently running. We've got our pilot, which runs here and wirelessly transmits the vibration analysis from the shop. For rebuilding spindles, it comes out and the people can print out the screenshots that go out with each spindle that leaves our facility for repair. We've got a portable demo so I can go out in the field and put this wireless box on a machine tool and demonstrate to people how it works wirelessly to any computer that can access the internet. And then of course we've got one at Millennium Products, which we'll click on, and it trees down, and you can have up to several sensors on any one machine tool or one box. In this particular test we just have one vibration and one temperature sensor. So we'll immediately click on the channel 1 vibration. This is on a Morisiki, I believe, machine tool. And immediately in the dashboard it gives us a chart of the history of this has been running over a period of time. And we had a spike back about 2 months ago that actually alarmed out, and we were able to prevent a spindle from breaking down because it alarmed out, which I'll get into a little further, and we were able to be notified that there was a problem, and we were able to find out that the drawbar was loose, and I'll get into a little more of that later. But quickly going to the analysis screen, you can see there's nothing there now, but if we simply click on the particular sensor we want to take a quick snapshot of live, we simply click on it, and now we've got a reading, a vibration reading. Now to get into how we want to look at the vibration reading, we could simply go into function. We can go into like acceleration, which is its default. We can go into velocity, and we can also manipulate our frequencies, just whether we want to look at time, temperature, or in frequency we want to look at hertz or CPM. I prefer in CPM. That way I know the rotational speed. And you can see immediately the spindle's running speed here is depicted when I hover over the scrolling bar or the mouse on the particular peak of that vibration. And I have the knowledge to know that this spindle is running at exactly 13,500 RPM, which, as you can see here, it is showing 13,500 CPM. This is a very good running spindle. Its overall velocity in inches per second is 0.0294. On the spindle I mentioned earlier that we had a problem with, we had a twice running speed spike, which would be here at 24,000 RPM, was actually larger than the running speed, and that's the alarm that we got. It actually crossed a alarm level that we had preset, and what that allowed us to do is then anywhere we were in the world at the time that we got the alarm, we were able to go to this graph, take a snapshot, and actually see that we had a very large twice running speed spike. Well, with further investigation, we were able to find out that it had a weak drawbar, which wasn't holding the tool properly, and that was what was causing the looseness, which enabled us to not have to pull the spindle out of the machine, but change out the drawbar right on site. Now, I'd also like to show you here, if we go back to navigation quickly, I can simply click on it one more time, or as many times as I'd like, and it will feature another color. and it will overlay one vibration reading that we took earlier over the one we just took now. And you can see the levels went down, and this is a CNC machine tool that does a lot of tool changes, so it's probably in a tool change mode right now because you can see the spike is less. But you can turn these colors on and off and simply look at one or overlay them on each other. And of course you can change the colors by hovering over that as well. It's another function of the and if we want to get rid of one reading and then, or both readings in this case, and then simply go back to navigation and take a fresh one, we can do that. And here again is our running speed. Now out here in this high frequency domain, this is where if we were to see spikes out here, let me change this color because it's a little weak in the blue. It's another function. If we were to have some very large spikes other than these tiny ones we have here, this is where our bearing frequencies would be for bearing degradation. So if those were high spikes and higher than running speed, or in a level that was beyond what we feel is safe for that type of spindle, we would actually get a phone call or an email from the software saying, in the navigation tree, machine at Millennium number 27 on vibration channel number 1 is exceeded an alarm level. Now once we get that warning, we could simply go to our desktop or even on a iPhone or iPad and pull up this information and see the same screen that you're looking at now and be able to depict, okay, what is wrong with the particular item we're measuring. So again, a couple of little things so that I don't stretch this video too long. There are settings to take care of those alarm levels. There's a history tab that allows us to take the full history over time. Anytime it may have crossed a level, which here on 7/27/2010 we had this is where we tripped out our alarm. So this is another very important feature of this software. Getting back to the dashboard, you can put many of your dashboards up at one particular time so that you can look at your temperature versus your vibration, how everything's looking, and you can see it scrolls through. It's constantly taking vibration analysis. Well, this would, one last thing, you can also save to a PDF, print these out if you need to go to a meeting and discuss preparation. For instance, if we were to have high frequency spikes here again in our bearing domain, we could print this out to discuss with managers planning for the downtime of that particular unit so that it doesn't seize up and cut into production. We can actually plan our downtime.